My name is Obiade Edict Obi, and my colleague name is Wanziyin. Today we are doing a presentation on discourse. Right now, I'm going to read out the scenario uh, and try to answer the questions that goes with it. The scenario goes like this: Imagine that you're a school counselor at a local high school. You've been approached by a concerned parent, Mr. Anderson, who has noticed significant changes in his 14-year-old daughter, Imar's behavior and emotional well-being. Mr. Anderson shares that Imar has become increasingly withdrawn, displayed mood swings, and struggled academically. He is worried about her overall development and seeks your guidance as a professional in understanding and supporting Imma during this critical stage of her life. Okay, this is the scenario, and I will try to answer to also explain what adolescent development is all about. Adolescent development is a period of significant change and growth, both physically and emotionally. It is a time when individuals like Emma are navigating various challenges and opportunities that shape their identity, relationships, and overall well being. As a school counselor, it's important to understand and support Emma during this critical stage of her life. Okay, adolescence is a critical stage of development. With the following explanations, adolescence was considered as a critical stage for human life in identity formation, according to French et al. 2006, including identity exploration, self-identity, consolidation, and identity integration. It's also a critical stage in cognitive development. This will benefit to their future social behavior and occupational planning, according to Van Den Berg et al. 2014. Besides, the reward circuit inside their brain, driven by dopamine is more awake and vigilant with external stimuli. Many other factors, such as the risk taking and the impulsivity, parent childhood relationships, peer influence, as well as school engagement and academic achievement, will contribute to adolescent mental wellness and even their character forming, according to Sanson Vich 2021. Okay, now let's talk about the girl, Emma, the 14-year-old daughter of Mr. Anderson, who has displayed a lot of changes in her character that got Mr. Anderson worried to approach the school counselor. Emma is a 14-year-old girl in high school, still in her adolescence, and gradually break away from her school age. Emma shows withdrawn in her interpersonal communication, mood swings in daily life, and struggles in her schoolwork. Imam may not experience and the school teachers for help, and teacher cannot notice that until her parents reported the issue to the school. Imam may act differently before, as her father was worried about her recent behavior. Okay, we go to the theory of Erickson. One theory that shed light on Imam's situation is the theory of Erickson's psychosocial theory. According to Erickson, adolescents go through the stage of identity versus role confusion, where they strive to form a sense of identity and establish their role in society. This stage involves exploring different aspects of themselves, such as values, beliefs, interests, and goals, according to Silic and Aragon 2016. Now, we try to, uh, differentiate and try to like point out different stages of life, you know, with their ages, like infancy from 0 to 23 months, childhood from 2 years to 4 years, preschool from 4 to 5 years, the school is from 5 to 12 years, and adolescent from 13 to 19 years, early adult 20 to 39 years, adulthood uh, is from 40 years, and maturity is from 65 years till death. Okay, now considering the case of Emma, the 14-year-old daughter of Mr. Anderson, Emma falls in the high school student because she is 14 years. So it is assumed and presumed that Emma is an adolescent. Now, focusing on the features of adolescence is, who am I? Who I can be? Identity versus role confusion. Erickson's theory of psychosocial development is highly relevant when examining Emma's struggles with questions of identity and self-discovery during her school years. According to Erickson, the fifth stage of psychosocial development, which occurs during adolescence, is characterized by the crisis of identity versus role confusion. Now, what do you think that will be the solution to this? To support Emma in addressing these challenges, it is important for the parents, for teachers, and for school counselors to provide a supportive and a nurturing environment that encourages exploration and self-discovery. What are our analyses of internal factors and the external factors? What do we see as the internal factors of the adolescents? The cognitive changes, the identity formation, the emotional development. And what are the external factors? The social relationships, the school environment, and the parent influence. What are the ways to support this, according to Erickson's theory? By facilitating self-exploration, by promoting autonomy and decision making, by providing positive role models, by fostering a supportive peer environment, and offering career guidance. Okay, what are the suggestions here? It is important for parents and teachers to encourage her to participate in various activities and experience different characters through campus activities and off-campus kinds. Teachers and parents can help her with this, with making academic plannings and future career planning and giving encouragement with her decisions. Watching autobiographical films and books, encouraging and helping her to find friends with common values on campus. For example, to organize club activities, interest groups, peer groups activities, and the rest of them. And also helping her to participate in some voluntary services as a student. Okay, what are the required things that need to develop? Limitations with the theoretical framework, considering Emma's previous experience, especially in her school age, combining with the family environment of Emma and the second culture among students. By doing interviews with Emma's classmates and friends, get details about her problems, asking for professional psychological counselors, okay, for deep understanding of Emma's mental wellness. Okay, now if I will like to chip in some things here, in the sense that I think that Emma, the 14-year-old daughter of Mr. Anderson, actually initially was really a good girl. She really had a good behavior according to the scenario. What I'm trying to figure out something here. Then probably from her let's say from her infancy to her preschool, to the school, up to her adolescent age. Now, all of a sudden, everything changed, and Emma becomes emotionally drained as a result of I don't know. But if we're to come in here, I think there are so many factors that must have influenced that try to reshape the character of this young girl. Probably it might be environmental factors, it might be emotional factors, it might be a psychological factors, and otherwise. So, to be able to help this young girl out of this terrible mess, it should be the school counselor should try to invite Emma first, talk with her, listen to her to know if she actually has something to say in regarding to this. After that is done, it will also be good if the teacher of Emma will be invited to talk with the teacher of Emma to see if she has any observation, any observation she made in regards to Emma's change of behavior, and probably her previous behavior before this sudden behavior started emerging. So when that is done, the last set of people that I suggest should be invited should be the parents of Emma to actually know what the problem is, if the her problem is actually coming from home, because there are so many factors um, from home that can try to influence uh, a child, to know if the parents actually, listen, pay attention to the kids, to know if there is something, or at times, maybe if she has any kind of challenges, or maybe an illness that might even prompt her to be behaving the way she is right now, to know if the environment where she is, or where they are as the family, is actually having a great impact in the life of this young girl. Now, when all this is done, all of the reports gotten from these different people should be summed together, and that's this where the conclusion will be drawn. And when the conclusion is drawn, this is exactly the place where I think the school counselor should try to come up with a lasting solution to this. I think we are we I think we have tried to explain this scenario and be able to at least attempt the question. Thank you very much. Thank you, everyone. Thank you very much. Bye.